From there, another hour passed. The amount of trees diminished as we continued to make our way through the smoothed-out path, and there we saw... What? What is this place? I can't detect any signs of life, of mana. Are there actually any people living in a place like this? Robots. She was at a loss for words. Those factories in the background? The words written on signage. The people going to and fro. The language being spoken. The architecture, technologies, materials. I'd never once seen or heard a single thing about any one of them. This is bad. This doesn't look like any one of the Alliance's territories. Heck, it doesn't even look like we're anywhere on the continent of San Adrizda. All of this was far removed from the culture we were familiar with. Just heading into town will need some audacity. I love that program. Princess Selphine. I suppose this much is obvious, but let's restrict all conversation to using Aeroratum. Agreed. What? And when asked, we should conceal our true identities. Just as a precaution, let's not utter the name Rugzenheide. Yeah, we don't even know what country we're in. Until we learn anything useful, we're nothing but a pair of travelers. Okay, got it. Alright, we need to tune the Aeroratum first, so leave the conversation to me. Everyone's staring at us. Well, you are dressed quite fantastically. You're right. Everyone who passes by us turns around for a second look. Seems like our clothes stand out. I mean, one of you has a fucking tiara on her head. We should find a change of clothes after getting a sediment stone. Stay close to me. Yeah. Isn't there anyone unassuming looking enough whom we could try to talk with? Just thinking isn't going to get us anywhere. You there, excuse me, I was looking for a general store. Would you be so kind as to point us in the right direction? As Stroopy Swamp? What? Looks like I'll need to make some adjustments. Let's word that more simply. We're lost. Could you help us? Just started speaking in semicolons. This is like some sort of bad letter switching cipher. Seems like some of it got through. I think you're a little off, Ratona. Let me. Sorry for the sudden question, but we're looking for the general store. Could you please show us the way? Oh, seems like what Selphine's saying is getting through. But now I'm the one in the dark here. You should watch your intonation for word endings. Oh, and there's different levels of politeness. After a short explanation, there's a lot of different kinds of stores here. What are you looking for exactly? Oh, I understand him now. As expected of the princess, she's exceptionally good at this. Sorry, we're just travelers passing through and we're completely lost. Does this country use any form of currency? Do we use currency? Do you think there are any countries out there that still operate on a barter system? I suppose not. Blush. And I suppose that means you don't have any money. Planning to do some shopping? Something like that. So you're short on cash. How about a pawn shop instead? Resist the urge to make Pawn Stars joke. There's one right outside the town. The young man earnestly guided Selphine to the pawn shop he mentioned. But he didn't guide me. Thank you very much. You've been so helpful. Oh, it was nothing, really. As he slowly parted from us, he would occasionally sneak a glance at us. My goodness, he's like an open book. Game. I should have mentioned this when it was actually on a narration scene. But please, keep your tenses straight. It's confusing. Really? It took a while before you managed to turn your erratum to understand him. That's not what I meant. Still not very good at erratum. Well, even without erratum, Selphine was fluent in no less than 8 different languages. Hey baby, I like languages. I'm not very good at them though. With erratum, the longer one learns about languages, the faster one is able to understand. I'm actually pretty jealous. To convey and receive thoughts from other people. If I may, King Ruxenhaida III's style of governance was centered around the use of words in communication as a means to bridging countries, so diplomacy. As a result, erratum, a form of comcraft, was developed in accordance with his will. Of course, that sentiment was also passed down to his descendant, Princess Selphine. Please don't compare me to royalty like yourself. When it comes to skills like these, we are on completely different levels. Well, I won't deny that I have no linguistic sense either. Oh, come on. Let me brag at least this much. I've got no other talents but talking anyway. Aww. Nonsense, milady. You're skilled in so many other things. Cooking, medical craft, archery, a regular lady. Oh, come on. I'm just as good at with those as any typical person. I'm talking about being better than average at something, like you, Ritona. Nonsense, milady. Have more confidence in yourself. Nothing good will come of putting yourself down so much. But you always do it yourself, Ritona. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm fine. I'm nothing but an amateur. Haha, there it goes again. Now you're contradicting yourself. Ah, jeez, I'd love to be able to invoke some flashy manacraft. Knowing more words isn't exactly going to be of much use. Nonsense, my lady! The third! If you wanted to, you could converse with anyone in the world in an instant. Isn't that a wonderful skill to have? If it were just me here, then I could have taken days to tune myself to the language. Yeah. Please, do value yourself a little higher. Princess Selphine, you will eventually have to bear Ruxenhaida's weight on your shoulders as the nation's queen. Only fools would judge someone based on how flashy or how amazing they look, so please, stop. What? Please don't make me utter things that only a conservative member of the cabinet would say. Yeah. Ritona, you're way too young for that old lady talk. Oh! My pride. Oh god, Ritona's gone. Hey, Ritona, wait! I was just joking. This is the place? Having followed the young man's directions dutifully, we arrived at an old pawn shop outside the city. It seems this country still uses money. Judging by how the man spoke, it seems that this society still operates on currency. It dawns on me just how advanced Ruxenhaida has become. How does Ruxenhaida's economy work? Isn't a barter-based economy a step below a currency-based economy? Or... Huh. It seems we'll have to abandon our preconceptions from Ruxenhaida while we're in this country. Yeah. Is there something wrong? No, it's just... It's the first time I've ever seen or held money before, so I'm kind of excited. Really gets your heart pumping, doesn't it? Fucking love money. Oh, such materialistic things. Besides, Ruxenhaida has sign notes that we use for foreign trade, right? I want to say sane instead. Sane notes. but I've never used them once. Just heard about it in stories and all. Well, she has a point. Money is the embodiment of the devil and twists your heart and mind, right? They say just touching money would allow Sequila, the demon of avarice, to steal your soul. What kind of cursed item are people making it out to be? Sounds really interesting. I'm so excited. Selfina's a young girl brimming with curiosity and an interest in summoning demons, and holding an interest in many things, such as summoning demons, without concern for their actual nature. It said that it was once the lifeblood of any country, you know? Love for money is not universal. Probably. Love for money is not, but love for property generally exists. Whatever the case, as long as we retain our senses as people of Rugzenheide, we shouldn't have anything to worry about. Well, that's also just a guess. Yeah, I just wanted to say it is all. The real problem would be the gap between our differences in values. Hopefully we have something on us that holds worth for them. Perhaps a precious metal? Alright, let's go in. Ah, look at this man. This is some real platinum, ain't it? And it's real well made. Never seen manufacturing on this level before. He seems to be pretty excited with the Guardian's knife that came with my formal wear. The owner seems to be genuinely surprised. Looks like the people of this country have the same sense of value as we do when it comes to precious metals. You plan on selling this, or you want a pawn? I'd like to sell. I've used this for years and years. It's got a lot of sentimental value to me. I'd like to sell it at a good price. Oh, Ratona sure is a smooth talker. It's just a knife for show. This an antique, you mean? Looks pretty dang new. No patina on it yet. It was given to me when I was 15, so I've been using it for 4 years now. 4 years. That goes by as fast as a fart for an old man like me. That ain't years and years, like you said. Does that mean I can expect an even higher price for it, then? Well, I suppose with something of this quality, I'll be offering a pretty fair price for it. Oh. My accent is slipping everywhere. Let's see. How about 500 gallows? I see. Something up? Huh? Is something up? Something is definitely up. 4 years may be nothing but a fleeting moment for you, but they were such a huge part of my youth. This knife has been with me all that time, in both happy times and sad. I wasn't lying when I said it had a lot of sentimental value to me. Don't you understand? What does the knife have to do with your youth, I wonder? Get bartered, nerd. Ugh. What does the knife have to do with her youth? Gah. Alright, fine. 600 gallows. I see how it is. You don't put any value on the adolescence of a young girl, clearly. Now, if you'll excuse us, I suppose we'll try another shop. Well, hey, fine. 630 gallows. I'll give you 630 gallows. Sorry, but that's my last price. Take it or leave it. That look in her eyes. Very well. I won't forget this good deal, sir. Jeez, you're really throwing me off here, Missy. It's Ratona's evil grin. I haven't seen that in a while. Been here 10 minutes and already it's become a greedy salesperson. Phew. That was amazing, Ratona. Do you know how much a gallow is worth? No, of course not. How could I possibly know that? But I was just slowly raising the price and felt that it was the right time to take it. I think if I pushed even harder, I could get him to go just a little higher. Probably not a good idea, though. It's the devil. Sequila in disguise. How rude. Well then, should we head off? Huh? Ratona, what about the sediment? Oh. Sorry, I forgot about that. Is that money going to be enough? Now don't be silly. Sediment is nothing but mere pebbles when compared to a knife made out of platinum. Excuse me, we almost forgot, but we are looking for something. What do you need? Are you selling sediment for use in Minecraft? And at that moment... Oh, shit. Sediment, you say? Okay, the music's back. The owner's expression changes instantly. What's wrong? Should I keep going? Class 3. No, even Class 4 stones should be enough for our needs. He's glaring daggers at me. Suddenly, it feels like he's taken charge of the whole conversation. And then... he then scoffs at us. What's going on? I've been thinking about it since you came here, but you ain't from here, are you? Judging by those clothes, you traders? In a sense. I still haven't heard your answer. If you don't have any sediment, then could you introduce us to some stores that do carry it? I thought it was weird. If you're here to trade, then you should have passed by a town or two on your way here. What, you came here fully aware of what this place is like? You want to make a fool out of me but just by asking that? Is that it? Excuse me? Oh, don't tell me. You want me to spell it out for you? Miss, that's just downright harassment, you know. What are you talking about? You know real well that a little shop like this couldn't possibly afford to deal with something so precious as sediment. What? Huh? Precious? Did some other shop send you in here just to cause a ruckus? Fucking ruckus? Sorry, but I've got enough trouble to deal with on my plate. Just do me a favor and get out. Wait a minute. Sediment? Precious? What do you mean? It's just Class 4 sediment. Those are good for nothing but serving as little children's toys, right? Wait. Don't tell me. Aha. So that's it. You two ain't from here. You're outsiders. Ah, fucking Morrowind. Out? I'd heard about people like you. I see. So where you grew up, just Class 4 settlement is practically just a plaything for little runts, eh? Outsiders? Excuse me for asking a foolish question, but is this place the Outer Pole? You two really traitors. Sure, wander around all you want, but you better look up on the places you're headed to, or you're gonna run into some trouble sooner or later. We have our reasons, though I can't get into the details. But I promise you, we're not here to cause any trouble. Please, just answer me. Just not gonna let me go, are you? Yeah, that's right. This place is Cadia City, located in the 3rd sector, south-southwest from the 2nd pole's center. It's the largest outer pole region in the world. Pretty famous, seeing as the entire island's part of the outer pole. Seriously, you didn't even know that? Where'd you two even come from? The 2nd pole? This is the other side of the world. Thank you for the information. Let's go, milady. Okay. Chapter 2, Rude Awakening. Now hold on there. Little Missy over there said she needs some sediment for communicating, I suppose? Now, I'm not sure what you mean by communicating, but are you two Minecrafters or something? Sorry, but I can't answer that. Fine then. Just pretend like I'm talking to myself then. Now see, this here's the Outer Pole. This place has been forsaken by those gods of mana that you two worship or whatever. There ain't no Minecrafters around here. Concentration of natural found mana is real low, so of course our culture here don't work with Minecraft. We don't live like the other 70-80% of the other folk who do have it. We ain't blessed with the land here, but that's exactly why we've gone and come up with power that anyone can use. Science! Even if the lands here barely got any mana, we use the power of science to squeeze out every little bit we can get. Did you get what I'm trying to say here? More or less the gist of it. The gist of it. Mana's part of every living thing in this world. It's inside every one of us. You could say it's the source of all life. And us people on the outer pole ain't no different. Except unlike you outsiders, we can't just pull the mana out that we got inside of us. Mana crafter trafficking and slave trade. Huh? That's right. Here in the outer pole, there ain't nothing more precious than purified mana. Especially humans' purified mana. And that's why sediment stones are even more valuable than precious metals. Because they can store that mana. Mana crafters can fill that sediment with purified mana. Just imagine a golden goose like that walking all around town. I think you can tell where I'm going with this. They'll be kidnapped in an instant to spend the rest of their lives in a dark sweatshop, forced to fill up sediment with mana. That's fucked up. Watch yourself. Even if you ain't mana crafters, there ain't no shortage of people who don't take so kindly to outside folk like yourself. At the least, don't go mouthing off things like just class 4 sediment. That's just begging for a fight. Those people here in the outer pole, we're all just scraping by, trying to make the most of the tiny bit of mana we got here. Thank you for your word of caution. Bye. Oh, hello. Outsiders. Was she just in the store the whole time? And no one noticed her. And they just talked about all this shit. He was warning her, don't let anybody know you guys are mana crafters. Because anybody other than me might fuck you up. While there is another person in the store. I'd face palm. But, oh. You know what? Let's do it. I don't know if the mic actually could pick that up, but there you go.